Bianca Belair just said this about Jade Cargill. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what she had to say because Jade Cargill has arrived. And WWE, Triple H, they've made a pretty wise decision of putting Bianca Belair in the same ring as Jade Cargill. Now, I do think it's interesting that 4 months after Jade Cargill made the jump from AEW to WWE, she started doing squash matches on the main roster. Like whenever she's booked on Monday Night Raw, she's been doing squash matches, including over Chelsea Green. She could have been doing that ever since she arrived in WWE instead of training at the Performance Center, because I thought that was funny. And there was a lot of criticism at the time of Jade Cargill, in 2023, Jade Cargill signed with WWE. They made it a big deal. Oh my God, Jade Cargill has arrived in WWE, but where is she? Right? She made appearances on Raw and NXT and SmackDown and even at PLEs. Right? We saw that backstage segment with her and Triple H at Fastlane. She did a backstage segment with Shawn Michaels. Then she just disappeared, and it's like, well, where is she? It's like, no, she's at the Performance Center in Orlando training. And now that we've seen her training, I do have to question what she was working on exactly. Maybe she was working more on psychology, but in terms of her matches, they're the exact same as she was doing in AEW. So I thought that was interesting. Look, I'm a huge, huge Jade Cargill fan. I really am. I think she is a megastar. I think she's going to do amazing things in WWE. I think she's going to be one of their biggest stars, not only in the female division, but in the men's division. But it is interesting to see how they have booked her thus far. Now, I was a fan of the way they used her at the Royal Rumble in the women's Royal Rumble match, right? She had a very, very impressive showing. I like the fact that they had her work one of the biggest, if not the biggest, WrestleMania events in company history. I like the fact that she worked WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia, where she was paired with Bianca Belair and with Naomi, taking on Damage Control's Asuka, Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane. I like the fact that they put her on television leading up to Mania. I think they have smashed her entrance. I thought her entrance is amazing, right? Because you have everything with Jade Cargill is like the total package, right? In the sense of when her music hits, it's like, oh, that's ear catching. It gets your attention, and then the lights go out, and you have the smoke, and you have the spotlight, and then you just have this mysterious figure, walk on through, and then she does her pose, and they have the camera pointing up at her. Every single thing that they do with Jade Cargill is phenomenal up to this point. And then she makes her way to the ring, and then she does her matches, and every move is meant for a reason. There is no wasted movement. And I think that they continuously do that. I think they're going to be in for a heck of a ride with Jade Cargill. Now, while at the Fanatics live signing at WWE World, Bianca Belair was asked to give her thoughts on Jade Cargill's WrestleMania debut. This is what she had to say. Thought it was great. It's one thing to be able to debut in WWE, but when you're debuting at WrestleMania, she handled it. She was calm, cool, collected. She handled it. I just think that it speaks volumes of what's expected of her and what we're going to see of her in the future and the potential that she has. It's exciting. Anytime I get to step in the ring with her and Naomi, well, our veteran, our big sis, I feel like we're just created magic. And to be able to do it with all three of us together on the grand stage and bringing meaning and even more purpose to WrestleMania with us, it was a magical moment. I think Jade, she showed up, she showed out, and I'm excited to see what more she has to show. And I am too. Obviously, Jade Cargill, she picked up her first WWE singles match win over Chelsea Green. Bianca Belair has also spoken out about wanting to see more representation on WWE television. I think that will happen. I also think going forward, right now we have Jade Cargill as a babyface, and I think that's perfect for her right now, because in AEW, she was mostly a heel, right? And I can see how there could have been a little bit of pushback on her coming from AEW, a rival promotion, to WWE. But at the same time, if you look at the way that Cody Rhodes was received by fans, if you look at how Jade Cargill was received by fans once they made the leap to WWE after the AEW runs, the WWE fan base really accepted them and brought them in as one of their own, and both stars have been booked as baby faces. So I think that's good. I think it would have been a mistake to have Jade Cargill come in as a heel, because it would have been just like, well, we just picked up where she left off in AEW, rather than, oh, here's a enhanced, better version of Jade Cargill, right? Because if you look at Jade Cargill's AEW run, there was a lot of missed opportunities. There was a lot of good opportunities for her. There was a lot of positives about her run, but as she has talked about in the past, it's like she signed with WWE because she felt like, okay, at her age, at where she's at in her career right now, she needs to be with an established and reputable company rather than a startup company in AEW. AEW, in a lot of ways, is a bigger version of Jade Cargill, who has star power and has all of this potential, yet they're a growing company, right? And they're still trying to figure things out. This is something that she has said. I've covered this on the channel. And Jade Cargill wants to go to a company that's like, no. We figured this out. Here's our template. Here's the template for success. If you follow it, you will get X, Y, and Z. And as someone in Jade Cargill's situation, where she wants to do more in pro wrestling, she wants to do more in the world of acting, WWE, who has a track record with John Cena and The Rock, a little bit in Austin, Dave Bautista, even Becky Lynch to a certain degree, they've made the transition from WWE, from the world of pro wrestling, into acting, and done it at a very, very high level. Like, whether you like The Rock's movies or not, he is the biggest movie star in the entire world. And I think Jade Cargill has the potential to make that transition. When that will happen, though, that is the big question. Make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for more wrestling content. We just launched WrestleSTAR.co. Go check us out there. We are providing exclusive content over there as well. Hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and I will see y'all next time.